Hello everyone, my name is QueenE and we've gotten another dev blog from Keller just now, fresh hot off the press. This is what Aaron is saying. So director's take, mapping out the future. Hi all, we're back a little earlier than we had originally planned. Think of this as a bonus dev chat. Ooh, we love bonus dev chats. We're going to mostly focus on maps and level design this go around. Off we go! Map pools. You were right, we were wrong. Community was right. Map pools are going away starting in Season 4. Honestly, I'm so glad to hear this. I mean, map pools has, again, been a very controversial topic in the community, and I understand why, because it's kind of frustrating to play the same, 3 maps of every mode over and over and over. I'm being hyperbolic, but you know what I mean. Like, it feels like you're playing the same map constantly when there is more maps to choose from. So I'm glad to see that the map pools are going away in Season 4. He continues to say, we aim to provide a bit of freshness each season and concentrate the number of maps that people were playing. However, player sentiment around map pools were pretty low. The map roster doesn't have enough maps where we truly need them, and the impact they had on seasonal identity was fairly low. Additionally, the cadence for maps leaving and returning to the pool didn't align with the time it took to make changes to the maps. Yeah, I mean, one of the arguments that they used to justify having map pools was that they wanted each season to feel different. But honestly, the map pools didn't really make the seasons feel all that different, right? I mean, did any of you feel that the season was like, oh man, now that we have 3 different maps than last season, the game feels so different? Like, no, I don't. Like, me personally, that never did a thing. So I am so glad to see that they agree with this and that they're doing away with the map pools because, frankly, we don't need them. Gibraltar was supposed to return in Season 4, but the playtesting and iteration we were doing for the map started calling that deadline into question. There's the possibility that we bring map pools back in the far future when we have a lot more maps in the game. If we were to bring them back, they would probably rotate at a faster rate, potentially every week. If you hate this idea, set a reminder for 2 years from now and let us know. Just thinking about it, it doesn't sound too bad if it, when we get to a place that we have so many maps that it turns into the point where we never get to play certain maps because the pool is so big that the likelihood of getting certain maps becomes really low, then I'm all for bringing back like a different version of map pools. And I like the idea of what they're saying of potentially changing them every week. So there's new maps every week. I like that. That would probably keep it a lot fresher than what we've seen so far in Overwatch 2, but I'll be sure to set a reminder, Aaron. Thank you. Map frequency. Some players seem to think that we set the frequency of maps in the pool higher for new maps and game modes. The example we hear a lot is that Colosseo comes up much more frequently than other maps. We don't have any special code that prefers one map over another. However, it's not entirely random. We have been looking into this based off of player reports, and there is a detail of the matchmaking system that does elevate push maps a bit. The matchmaker tries to avoid people playing the same map as well as the same game mode over a short period of time. Since push has fewer maps than other game modes, this could cause those maps to come up more frequently than game modes with more maps. We're looking into a way to mitigate this, targeted for a future season. Right, so it's not coming this season, potentially not the 4th season, but it's kind of in the works, it seems. This is even more important considering we have another new game mode with new maps scheduled for a seasonal release later this year. Oh, new game mode! So, I mean, if you think about it, this all makes a ton of sense why push would come up so often, considering there's only 3 push maps in the pool right now. And in Season 1, there was only 2 push maps in the pool. So, I mean, again, it does make a ton of sense why they would come up a lot, especially if they try to avoid playing the same game mode twice. And if the map pool is only, 2 or 3 maps, I mean, you're going to see the same map a lot. So at least they're aware and they're looking into it. So I think that's fair enough. And with the fact that the map pools are going away in Season 4, I think that will also help that problem. So yeah, I mean, Season 3 looks to be fun, but Season 4... Oh my, it seems like there's going to be a huge switch up in season 4. I'm really, really looking forward to it already. And it's like, what, like 10 weeks out? It's definitely a ways off in the future, but I'm already excited. Do you ever spawn on defense in Gibraltar right before the first checkpoint is reached and wonder whether you'll get back to your team alive without getting caught outside of spawn? This problem has gone on too long. Yeah, that's definitely happened to me. We've looked into level design changes to fix this problem in several maps, and we'll probably use that in a few places, but those have the possibility of opening new flanking routes for the offense that we'd prefer to avoid. So, we're talking about solutions that don't necessitate map changes. This probably won't hit Season 4, but it's in the works. Right, so, okay, but that's good. I like that. I mean, this thing about being defense on certain map as the point got captured, and then you got kind of stuck having to run back to your team, that was certainly frustrating. And it's been a thing since Overwatch 1. I think we all just kind of accepted that, like, this is our life now. But it's really refreshing to see that they are even thinking about that, a problem that is, like, very old to Overwatch. So it's nice to see that that's, you know, it's not going to happen anytime soon, but they are looking into it to mitigate situations like that where you just get stuck, which sucks for everybody. But we just kind of accepted it, and I'm sure you've seen it where if you get stuck in a bad spawn point like that and you can't get back to your team, everybody just jumps off the map to try and get back to their team faster. That's what you do. You don't try, like, most of the time it's futile to try and run back to your team because most of the time you're just gonna die anyway. So you might as well just die faster. You know what I'm saying? One last non-map related item. Okay. We heard from players that event challenges focus too heavily on playing the event's game mode. We've changed our values here. We're shifting direction to include more challenges that let you play the way you prefer while still introducing event game modes. Some of the event challenges will reflect these changes in Season 3. Oh, okay. We'll continue to monitor this and change it in the future if it doesn't feel right. That's it. Keep the feedback, critiques, and communication coming. I mean, first off, thank you, Aaron, for communicating with us. Super, super appreciate it. And it's so refreshing to hear yours and the team's thoughts on all of this, because these have definitely been things that the community has been talking about and everything. And it's nice to hear what you think about it, because it's so easy to just kind of get bogged down in what the community feels and thinks, and it being kind of a one-way street in communication where we're just bombarded with everything that us in the community thinks and not so much what you and the dev team think. So yeah, I like it. I mean, guys, let me know what you think about this, but I, for one, am looking very much forward to map pools being gone in Season 4. I mean, good stuff. I'm happy to see it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. You've been great. I've been QueenE. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.